You are watching Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Online TV.
Me na Yusuf Masadi, Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. The Liberty Online TV na a fantastic project, and I feel say this does show we say when you get young people we put their brains, their mind, their heart to whatever they do, they go succeed and they go prosperous. So I'm for tell all the one them we don't support, we don't fund.
Media world is, and I wish this Liberty TV all the best as they continue to provide unbiased information on what they happen in this country to the people of Sierra Leone. Follow them at them live Facebook, YouTube, and all the other social media handles. I bet you will not be disappointed. If this nation therefore continue for good before, we need media houses and media outlets like this. We dispassionately they give out information. Before you did, and they lie you through WhatsApp audio versions of people where you not see and know. Why you not go watch online live and see who that they talk, and then you can know say, oh, now this person say this. And here I believe.
As people, it seems as if we don't even learn shit at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue back.
It meets the needs of the people, or now the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the invest come into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the oil place South Sudan only on a 2 tax, and a 2 tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets, we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.
Good evening and welcome to the program One on One, where they come to you live from the Liberty Online TV, na Facebook, YouTube, and also now we website. One on One na an extension of a breakfast show, issues the way we cannot begin discuss at the breakfast show, that we can continue for look at net, so that people will get opportunity for ask them questions, raise them concern. And this morning at the breakfast show, if you watch we'll be look at the Electricity Distribution Authority. As people are free on this BNTM, they raise concerns, say, then they experience blackout. We'll be there with the communications manager from EDSA, when Nepo, we deal with that issue there. So this net, when they look at 2024, the plans them where EDSA gets for improve electricity all over the country. Well, this net now a pleasure for Sidon again with Sir Nepo, when the communications manager. Good evening, Mr. Nepo, and welcome to the program One on One.
Thanks for having me.
All right. As I state to reviewers them, 2024 just begin. People will go want for know waiting at the plans them for light business. But before we look at 2024, let's go back to 2023. How you can describe that particular year day for EDSA as an institution?
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, 2023 now been a year of development within the energy family, the energy infrastructure, because in 2023 we also be able to achieve a lot as a sector, because inside 2023 we ensure say one, we construct a lot of substations, both primary and secondary substation. In 2023 we ensure say we increase on the generation capacity. Plenty people will nobody gets access to lights. We expound lights now different communities inside 2023, and the tap day even the rural communities we get access to electricity. For instance, if you go to a place like Moyamba Junction, you go places like Baishaka, Matoy, then they all they get access to electricity. Go to the northern corridors, most of the villages get access to electricity. Inside 2023 will be energized villages, more than 60 villages, where you be able to get access to electricity. So the same lights where they get now Freetown, where you go to them villages and they get access to electricity. And only tap even the district headquarter towns, you know, gonna Bo will get issues with electricity, but 2023 don't be a year of achievement with regards to access to electricity. They go to Bo now, you see say people they don't polite, they wake polite, they don't do them businesses, no complaints. I mean, initially, when I say they get complaints, say, Bo, Kenema, them place, they don't get access to electricity. We only tap, they will even install renewable na Bo, go na Bauma. If you're going to Bauma along from Bo, where you go Kenema, you go see say, we also get solar plants where they complement the efforts of the CLSG lights where they can Bo and Kenema. We are also working in 2024, the ministry should also put plans together for look at the hydro Dodo. There was an hydro will be the Kenema, what they call Dodo during the rains, now the supply lights for Bo and Kenema. But over time, if we don't get some issues, we require some technical expertise for CAM and look at them and even improve on the different units where they so that by the time they say dry season or rainy season, we go for a bigger output. So all them plans them they on the board. So 2023 will now be a year of massive development within the sector, because we even begin plenty projects. Go like even Bo Kenema, we do a project we call Bo Kenema Rehabilitation and Expansion Project. That project ensures it give a brand new network to Bo and Kenema. Not only Bo and Kenema, but even the villages along Bo and Kenema, they get access to electricity. So they don't install new primary substation, new secondary substation. We don't change cables, put transformers, build LV panels, everything we therefore do its network infrastructure. They don't complete on both Bo and Kenema. Now just some few components are left. We probably in 2 or 3 months they will complete. Then energize the line and test the infrastructure for see inefficiency or in output. So that's not something to achieve. I also achieve inside 2023. You come back to Freetown. You know, Freetown, as we say, Freetown a wider, I call it a wider community, because Freetown they grow on a daily basis. So just imagine if you go, I would begin with the peninsula. If you go along the peninsula, then I get electricity now. So what we were able to achieve inside 2023 was that we be able to design a project. We present to international donor partners. We now inside the same 2023 JICA, we don't opt now for say don't go do with JICA together with the government of Sierra Leone. Then we'll construct the line, the distribution line throughout the peninsula, as it's right down to Tumbo and Waterloo. So that particular project they begin inside 2024, but we achieve the concept, every approval, get donor partners in 2023. So going to 2024 now, we expect to see mobilization, they can begin an actual implementation of the project. So that's a good news, because once you know, so you get Boko communities along the peninsula axis, once that project completes, then all will get access to electricity. So that's until we achieve. We also get what we call ESOP additional financing inside Freetown. Yeah, the ESOP additional financing for the construct of the 3 kV line, Aberdeen, Falcon Bridge, Kleintown, Dewey, Waterloo. So then that 3 kV line therefore help for strengthening the network, and they help for evacuate power, because the challenge we'll get with particularly in the east is that we'll get the power for supplying at the east, but because of the network restriction, we're not able to send all the power at a go for let people then get 24 hours electricity. So most of the time in the east we can share it. So with this ESOP additional financing, the objective is we strengthen the network, run it at 3 kV lines, that each of them commits what don't call. Then whether they don't happen, we get the ability now for evacuate power from Freetown 161 to the east without limitations. So that project they also we begin inside 2023 and it don't go far. Would expect say by March it will complete. March to April.
Based on the several things that we you don't outline. So I go say 2023 na be a successful year for EDSA. Una be able to achieve a lot as an institution. But again, I go say 2023 not seem for end well for EDSA as an institution based on the public outcry we get for do with the blackouts na
Yes, I begin for Candy. So, you know, with all the developmental strives we don't do as a sector for ensure say we drive efficiency. Yes, of course, you know, as people can say, light business, not all man business. Light not till the hide way day, you see and we no day, you don't say no day. So now invisible, that's something tangible. So now with all the development, I not even mention how we install meters and people them host them plenty, how we strengthen the distribution network infrastructure within the central business district, and some other plenty we don't do. But running down into the festive season, particularly inside December, after we don't put all the mechanisms in place, after we don't establish the quick response teams, after we don't deploy logistics, after we don't ensure say we staff them they on a standby for ensure say as and when fault occur, they're able for attend to customer needs, we can experience an unfortunate issue happen at Freetown 161. We be restrained we as a sector for distribute the power we don't anticipate say we for distribute during the festive season. Because come to think of it, most times during the festive season not a normal season for me, because these are times where the demand they grow increasingly, because I mean, you get people that will use power plenty. We know see these are times where they get plenty JCs. These are times where entertainment centers and they boom. These are times where the hotels and the full up. Everything need electricity at during the festive season. So we as a sector, we always know that. So that make before we can enter into the festive season, we can get we plans for the festive season for ensure we will for stabilize and drive efficiency. So with all the plans we get on the 23rd of December, we'll be experiencing some unfortunate events. We are in unknown people enter our infrastructure, then cause damage on one of the transformers. We limit, we take for send the kind of power we want for send out to the people. So you know, end 2023 not end on a good note. That's a fact. You know, end on a good note. December was challenging for we, because it was stressful. We are all out there prepared for let everyone enjoy electricity. Boom, this kind of thing can happen. We create a whole problem within operations. But yes, we accept them in good faith, because we know say in times like this, I mean, we operations get for day to a point that we for able for check at the technical glitches, check at the efficiency, check out to operational models, and so forth and so on. So we take what happen as a learning curve, because we nobody anticipate them. But what we don't do as a sector, immediately we happen, we bring expertise together. We call on the operations and maintenance technicians. We not to see Alonians and the experts. They don't do their work. So I mean, we are hopeful that very shortly we will resolve that issue and we move going forward. But also, as I say, it's a lesson learned what happened inside December. So going forward, we know exactly in 2024 which kind of thing we for do, which kind of mechanism we for reinforce, the things that we need for institute and initiate for ensure say we know experience what we experience inside December.
Let me look at the term where the CLSG issue being come up. A lot of people and be happy, because now one of the projects and then the way be is the light stress na the country area them will not be the get because of the CLSG them being get light and all. Those kind difference don't happen, because the CLSG line will be on the area bottom and people will be say turn around we can buy electricity business, but all of a sudden we begin get issues again.
So the CLSG line, I would say, now line will not help we plenty, because the CLSG line is fully operational. Since the time we energize them to now, it's fully operational. CLSG line and they feed Boo, and they feed Kenema, and they feed Kono. CLSG line they come to Bumuna, it's off take and Freetown. So we get some components of the CLSG line at Freetown, what they serve we as well. Even as they talk, we get CLSG power and Freetown. So in terms of generation, down the constant. Even though they anticipate say during this 2024 we get forget an increased demand from the people. So we don't do that forecast and we work for ensure say we match up to the demands of the people. So in 2024 so we don't go meet Guinea, because Guinea they get a lot of hydros. We then get a lot of power for sell out to other neighboring countries. So they don't send a proposal to we don't go as a team, we don't get a meeting with Guinean counterparts, we don't get conversation around it. So we get for conclude the negotiation so that we go ask them for begin send to some amount of generated capacity, so that we go able for match up to the demands of the people here. So we are working also for get that one day, but also we know say Freetown, most of the problems we customer experience is not really about the generated capacity, but the distribution network infrastructure, which is what we are working on. In fact, I know say what another project we also don't commence, we call the Respite project. I mean, Respite project are projects where they provide about 40 megawatts renewable energy, 30 megawatts for the Newton, where they serve part of the east and part of the west, and also the 10 megawatts therefore be installed na Lunge for serve the airport and Lunge community. So that project will start with the expect I mean it will continue, it not go end in 2024, but that project will probably by 2026 it will complete, but we don't start now in 2023. So we get also if you go now the CLSG line, you will see say most of the villages them will under the CLSG connection. We don't get drops now. All of the villages, over 29 to 30 villages, they now get access to electricity under the CLSG line, so that at least the picking of the day go study and also they look at say now that the president in key priority in a feed salon, so feed salon not going to be entirely successful without electricity, because they can forget heavy duty machines them will require power. They can need electricity for preserve them products them. So we also ensure say most of the villages them get access to electricity along the line. So these are all things that we don't put in place. So also with the in 2024 with the plan also for improve on metering infrastructure. That for ensure say we get more meters into the system, because we don't record a lot of faulty meters.
Okay.
And faulty meters can happen most times. We can say most times are due to interferences.
All right, so we can't talk about the faulty meters. In case you just the tune in, the program where they watch now one on one, it come to you live from the Liberty Online TV, now Facebook, YouTube, and also now we website. And this net, I sit with Sanepo, in the communications manager. It come out from the Electricity Distribution Authority, where people can call EDSA. They tell the viewers them the plans we EDSA get for 2024, waiting they want for improve on, so that people na Freetown and other parts of the country go enjoy uninterrupted power supply. They don't talk about different projects them. We get for make side them na the Peninsula, Waterloo, Tombo. We not get lighted, then go begin enjoy power supply. Yes, Nepo, you be the talk just now about the meter system.
Yes, so we also don't discover say we don't record plenty faulty meters based on a survey we recently conduct. And I'll talk very boldly here. Most times meters become faulty because of human interferences. Because you know, say, EDSA don't go install this meter that you use, the meter for work by itself, but because some people don't for divert the settings of the meter so that they don't go pay the actual consumption in terms of monetary terms to EDSA, so they can go and fidget the meter and divert the settings. So there'll come a time where the meter they become faulty because of human interference. And when they become faulty, but they come to EDSA for the EDSA go replace them at no cost. That's really unfair to EDSA by our customers. So we ensure now, of course, down there we set to AI. We don't begin replace most of the meters themselves. We continue for replace 40 meters within the system, so that we'll able for drive efficiency. But again, going forward, we don't replace them meter and they will go for insurance now. If we replace them, it become faulty. You the customer get for become liable going forward, because we therefore go able now for ascertain why this meter become faulty. We that the thermal can fix them, not be faulty, not be brown new meter. What you do will make because I use the meter, what you do to this meter will make it become faulty. So if we discover saying a human interference, of course, we recharge you and I pay for the meter back. So of course, in also we look at also providing much more meters for industrial customers, and also ensure say we're able to monitor the consumption pattern so that we will collect the revenue, because most of we customers, as I say, the thief electricity, the only way we go for minimize that one day now forget an infrastructure we are in, we do for monitor the consumption. We know say if you don't consume 10 million, then you begin consume 6 million. If we raise an alarm to we for say this person and this is the consumer and this is the consumer, they will go and check for no what it actually make your consumption don't reduce or increase. So but what you do, we count more smart meters, we get communications models, we, as I say, we can able to on our office, we able enter your name, check na your meter and see what you do na the meter.
All right, Nepo, since you talk about meter, and normally we can do one-on-one program, we can don't send now we Facebook page ahead of time, let people send in questions or comments we get for doing a particular institution. And about EDSA, we get Koma Hassan, now Facebook page. They say, I made a mistake by topping another meter, 800 millions. I asked EDSA to refund my money back. They never did, and they started telling me different stories every day I visited their office. That office is the most corrupt place I ever seen before. EDSA Sierra Leone. This na Koma Hassan, we get a concern. So since we get you now as communications manager, you can just address your concern.
So me don't know that Koma talk to, because also it depends to who that you talk to, because not to all my you talk to the EDSA, or not all my you talk to get our authority therefore look and investigate into the issue. So I will say like Koma can office to me, and we'll get a conversation on how he managed for every mistake for send him in top up to another meter, and we'll check now the system. May come that problem, we will watch and see how best we will resolve them. I will me only advice to him is that make an office may ask for the communications manager in office 3rd floor, they will get a conversation on that day.
All right, Hassan, if you did listen, Sanepo seem forget solution to your problem. He say like go meet an office, you go able for try and resolve the concern. Now let we look at 2024 as a year. You don't make mention of a very ambitious project. I say ambitious because for Musa Sidoma, they see in a big project for electrify the peninsula, going to Waterloo, Tombo, and other places. Now, somebody they listen to you waiting at them place, then they go don't get the excitement, say, oh, EDSA say this 2024 will go begin for get light. When exactly in 2024 people for expect this good news?
Well, in 2024 we know we'll complete our project because now a very big zone that one day. So, but the good news is the project will begin in 2024, and not a project we now fiction. I mean, we begin people this year because even most of the community people they get for use them for do some of the minor jobs and what they pay them for. So, as the project they begin, they will see the project they go through, and they will see the stages of the project. And Japanese people are not going to say for the project anyways. I will check the timeline, but I have things to say within 2 years they will not complete that project. So the expectation is we're going to start the project very shortly. I mean, they do mobilization of materials now. When once the materials are there for do the work now, it not can be too tedious when once the materials are available. But the good news, as I say, Peninsula don't they know when they get access to electricity. So now there's an opportunity for like we run the line at Peninsula, and also you will ask if you run more, if you connect more communities to the network, how are you going to cater for the generation? So also what we don't do is we got a project we call the Western Air Power Generation. I mean, don't go through Parliament, you don't go through Cabinet, then say the begin implementation this year, 2024. So now about 120, close to 130 megawatts or more, then they install. So when they install and they, of course, it add up to, it sum up to the already existing installed capacity in the Freetown. Also, say we don't sign the Big Congo project, we don't go through Parliament, and I mean, you know, it in at the elementary stage now. So if that is them complete all the processes and procedures, they go available for them begin implementation of the beacon go down. So like I see, there are a lot of projects within the pipeline, within the energy sector, for drive efficiency and for improve on the operations as a sector. But as I say, light business or one day business, I mean, you get a whole lot of components and what you get for ensure say you get them all right before you reach at the finish end for take light to the customer in premise. So, but as I say, not of us don't know about the issues with it. We know about the issues, not the country. We know about the problems. We know about the challenges. So, in fact, like most times, what to do is we take those challenges and transform them into projects. So, once you don't know the challenges, we now write a project document for say, these are the challenges for the experience, and at this time we'll solve the challenges. So, like I say again, in 2024, we're gonna forget all the independent primary substations. Like I say, Aberdeen get forget, Client Town they get, Falcon Bridge they get, Black Road, you get Chewy, you get Waterloo. They all get forget the independent substation. Why make we need them substation? For ensure say they serve as a bulk injection point. So we park them, they will accommodate them and send them without no problems. Because now we get challenged. So now because we don't identify the challenge, now we could transform the challenge into projects, and now the project will go on smoothly. And we expect say inside 2024 we'll complete that project day and reinforce the line and ensure say we they at liberty or they at ease for evacuate power now to the east and other parts of Freetown without any hindrances. So it's work in progress.
And always. Before you say then go there at liberty.
Yes, of
the
course.
word liberty.
We go there at liberty for evacuate power to every customer one for.
Okay. We're not going to talk about 2024 plans without talking about the concern, because myself now it's a consumer. The meter and the top up NEPO. A lot of people they complain if you buy, for example, 500,000 leons. You know, they even get 100,000. And then they say, if we didn't you meter, before you say 2 days, it don't done. What's in the issue?
You know, first of all, we need for no say, there's nowhere in the world outside electricity cheap. Electricity is not very expensive something. Just that we're fortunate in Sierra Leone that the government, most times, they come in and cushion on your behalf. So, yes, of course, we do an adjustment. We call them an increment. We call them an adjustment because we just look at who's will be the last in 2022 and who's will be now in 2023. So, what we do is we look at the cost, the expenditures for maintaining operations in 2022. So we just migrate, you know, say we record a lot of inflation in 2023. We get exchange issues, exchange rate issues, and so forth and so on. So we just take say, well, if we get around 14 US cents 2022, they will just take the equivalent of that day and transform them into 2023 so that we'll get the same quantity of amount of money for drive operations. So we'll not actually increase, we'll do adjustments in tariff, and of course it will affect the customers because when they buy tokens, it can get an effect on the outcome of the final units we get. So all I would say is, would encourage customers, say, even who don't do that, we don't ensure say follow drive efficiency. What is also important is if we adjust or increase tariff, if we're able to make sure say the services are provided, are available.
Thank you.
So that is why,
because the nine are people expectation.
Yes,
if EDSA increase tariff and you just say electricity not cheap, so people not mind for buy and let it day.
So that is what we are also working on. We know say the light for day. That make people then go observe say even from what we be adjust the tariff. Light on the day. Light beyond the day. Pass it be say you get a major fault in the community, we no report to it or no discover it by
how
yourself.
efficient on EDSA will command them, especially the technical team, like where somebody call and report a fault?
So they are efficient, just that probably in what can happen most times is that the call can jam. The call can jam in the sense is sometimes me, you, 5 people in the call at the same time, and probably the customer care person already on the phone with other person. So sometimes we get like 6-7 people in the customer care where they receive calls. So the call don't route, they're all busy. So by the time you call, you get for them in the waiting room. Now they for the next available customer care person will go complete in call, then you don't call coming. So at times people don't keep patient, they can find it very challenging for wait for they receive their calls and record and complaints them. So that make most times me can give me number out, say probably if you get challenged for reach out to customer care service, you can call me directly 079695104, send me a message, then I'm able to attend to the fault as well. So to a certain extent we're efficient, but you know, as I say, as the year go by, we're able to know based on we demand, based on the supply, based on the distribution, we're able to focus for say, for instance, we need for add or for improve the customer care center because we don't forget more customers added to the grid.
Normally they can say New Year and they say Happy New Year, I wish you would change. So salon people, especially residents in Afriton, we don't go through a lot this holiday term. They go on for say they wish EDSA would change this New Year Nepal.
Well, I don't know what the only EDSA change.
Give people their light.
Because no, EDSA not always give people their light. The only thing I go tell people and say in this new year, EDSA will ensure say then drive more efficiency in the operations.
And don't forget this morning at the breakfast show, you don't promise people and say so by the weekend we're going to resolve the issues.
We will ensure say we drive more efficiency because let's say even in your workplace, even when you work on so Liberty TV, you get for every year forget your own added value. So one for tell with customer and say 2024 get added value in terms of electricity distribution, generation, and transmission.
All right.
So we ensure say we match up the value we want for add to the demands
and
ensure say they enjoy electricity.
Many thanks. Today now you get Liberty TV. You don't deal with me from this morning at the breakfast show. This net again, you did at the one-on-one show. So I talk about our plans then for 2024. We look forward, say 2024 will be the year where salon people go enjoy 24 hours uninterrupted light. Well, now they end the program one-on-one. Many thanks to yourself. We don't watch we and also no say Liberty Online TV. They look forward to una support by way how una for they share all we content them or they bring now various platform them within our Facebook, of course, within our YouTube, within our X, where formerly them they call Twitter, within Instagram. Go follow we now all we handles them for make sure say you get reliable and authentic information. Liberty Online TV would they for bring una concern them to the authority that we matter. Would they bring them come ask them the question and try for find a way for resolve some of the burning issues them where they affect the citizens them. Mina Khadija Bangura they say continue for viewing all platforms them, continue for watch and share all programs them. Have a good night.
As people, it seems as if we not even learn it at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue line.
It meets the needs of the people, or the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the bring West come into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the only place South Salon will be on a two tax. And a two tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets, we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.